I'm not going to repeat anything, but very profile. He shared a lot of great information up there. So what I'm going to do is just simply show you what you can do to prevent some of these things. Cancer is preventable. Cardiovascular disease is preventable. I made a few notes sitting down earlier listening to the different speakers. Professor Shonda said something about your belief system. Where you are today is based on what you believe. Where you are, your position in life today is based on what you believe, what you was fed from childhood up to adulthood. And what you believe has brought you to where you are today. A healthy mind is a healthy body. Transformation starts from the inside. Now, nothing can come out of you, but always doesn't have the ability. That hasn't been there in the first place. You can't develop cancer. You can't develop cardiovascular disease. You can't develop diabetes, high blood pressure, unless you already have that ability inside of you. Now, what keeps that from becoming dangerous, becoming death-threatening, life-threatening, is pretty much about 90% of all diseases can be traced to your colon. Traced to your colon. That means about 90% of every disease can be traced to your diet. Your diet plays a big part plus the lack of exercise, plays a big part in what you develop, what happens to you. And again, if you believe you can eat McDonald's all day, 7 days a week, because it tastes good, so it must be good for you, that's a belief. But pretty soon down the line, you might develop heart disease. You might become obese. Might develop high blood pressure, a lot of these other things. So what you need to do is, and he said African Americans, I'm from New York. So it's a totally different lifestyle. I've been in Jacksonville about 4 years now, so I see a huge difference. People here, depending on what side of town you're on, people are more lax. They don't want to exercise. They don't want to eat up everything. And they want to go to the doctor and take this magical pill and cry to Jesus, oh, Jesus, help me, give me a miracle. But so, the power is in your hand. Everything's preventable. If you just make the right choices, make the right decisions, if you just move a little bit, exercise, you don't have to be a fitness celebrity, a bodybuilder, or whatever. You just add a few things to your lifestyle, you can prevent a lot of things. The closer your diet is, consisting of fruits and vegetables and a lot of things of that nature, the healthier you're going to become. Obesity will be a very small factor of any. The closer your diet is strictly just a bunch of meats, fried foods, a lot of red meats, a lot of pork and everything, guess what? Those are dead enzymes. Plants are live enzymes. So if you're going to live eating a bunch of dead enzymes, guess what? You're going to take on what you eat. And oftentimes what you digest plays a big role in your body, but sometimes it's what you don't. What your body doesn't digest plays a part also. So it's about making healthy decisions. Now what I want to do is just show you a few exercises that's going to help combat a lot of these things, cardiovascular disease, like Jason was talking about, cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a lot of these things, these so-called diseases that they say there's no cure for. And like I said, let me share something with you right quick. I have family members who have breast disease. I have friends who died from cancer. Breast cancer, friends who died from cancer, friends who have high blood pressure. And by the grace of God, He's put me in a position where I'm now able to help these people. I have a friend right now, as a matter of fact, I do a lot of training online. Design personalized fitness routines. I do a lot of training online. And by the grace of God, I had a lot of success. People in Iraq, Kuwait, Canada, London, Germany, across the United States. And I design personalized fitness routines. They tell me what they have illnesses, have limitations. And based on what they tell me, I design routines around that, give them a set of food guidelines. And by following that, you're going to call all types of people. I got cancer. My husband has cancer. I have high blood pressure, diabetes, type 2 diabetes. What can I do? And oftentimes I find myself doing a lot more counseling than anything. But there are things you can do to prevent all this stuff, and it's very, very simple. A lot of people don't like to exercise. And I have got people that come to me because the doctor said, if you don't exercise, you're going to die. You have no choice. You either do this or you're going to die. You're going to end up in the hospital. And say, oh God, I don't want to do this. They come there and I put them on the machine and they break down in tears and literally just start crying because they hate exercise. It's very painful. It hurts. But it should never get to that point where the doctor tells you got to do this. You know, take care of yourself. Years ago, 10, 15 years ago, this might have been preventable. You might not have gotten to this point. But 3 simple exercises that help combat cardiovascular disease. It's cardio workouts, aerobic activity. I want to show you right quick. Very simple, and believe it or not, this is very taxing for a lot of people. What I have them do is just have them stand in place. Now, the exercise is going to work your stomach, work your cardiovascular system, work your heart muscle. Your heart is a muscle. And if your heart, as you exercise, like I said before on the previous series, don't be afraid when your heart is beating at 90 miles per hour. Okay, it has to do that. That's going to make your heart a lot stronger. If you're not getting any type of cardio exercise or strength training exercises, it's not pressing your heart in any way whatsoever, it's going to grow weaker because that heart is a muscle. And if it weakens, I've had people tell me, no, I don't want to exercise because my heart hurts. That's bad. And I look at the profile and they're very obese. Their diets are terrible. Eat a lot of fried foods, no activity at all, and in their 30s, sometimes in their 20s. And that's dangerous. You know, people can go to sleep at night, go to sleep and not wake up the next morning. It actually happens. And I know people who actually died. And it's very sad to think because, you know, when you try to reach out to somebody and they don't take that food, they set in their ways in their own belief system. Their belief system is killing them.